Oh my. And we are doing a remodel on the lion tiger exhibit space project, and it's a little funky boogie kind of design. Not quite sure what the original builders were thinking about, but it kind of does the job sorta, but we've got a lot of rusting and some strange aspects to this feature that kind of don't really look as natural as they might otherwise. So we are in the process of doing some demo work. We got to get rid of the leak. The project leaks, and inside this grotto waterfall project there is a space that actually has heaters in a concrete slab that was put in to keep the lions and other animals warm in the winter time. So we got to stop the leak, and we gave them a real good budget. We're just trying to get this thing done. The whole feature could use a facelift, as it were. But let's take a walk and talk about what's going on with this thing. We're inside the exhibit itself, as you can see by the ginormous fence there. And there's two elements to this. That's actually the equipment room. And this one over here has the water feature and the space underneath it for the cats to chill out. That poured slab is it's got heaters in it. And what's happening is the feature itself leaks pretty bad, so they end up with really wet straw, and they have to replace it every day, and that's getting really annoying. So we're going to be putting a liner into this structure, and then putting rebar across the gap, some chicken wire, and then rebuilding the waterfall face, if you will, so that it cannot leak. There will be a rubber liner underneath it. Started the demo already on top. We're getting rid of the water. It splits right here and goes into this little, sort of like a volcano, I guess, in a way. And on the other side it splits and comes down into this little trough, and some of it overspills into that other area that Michael's getting rid of the water from, so we can have a nice little work zone. It's sprinkling a little bit up here in Alpine. I think we're at about maybe 3,300 feet above sea level, if I can talk. So this is the inside of the dragon's lair. It goes out into the front there. That waterfall also loops back underneath it when it's running and gets it all wet in there. So we might try to modify that and get it to pitch out a little better. This lion's den has two entrances on both sides. And so it's kind of an interesting feature, but trying to just do this sort of on a small budget, just to get it so it doesn't leak, you know. As you can see, some of the shaping of it is a little it's not as natural as it could be, I guess we'll put it that way. A little bit of a lumpy bumpy kind of thing. There aren't any, the cracks are sort of minimal. Kind of had a little bit of an idea where it was going. We have a beautiful PebbleTech pool out here that the feature is attached to, and so we may be lowering the water level or maybe emptying it out. This is the equipment room, and it has a little water feed that dribbles down on this side, and also goes over here. Could probably use a little bit of a building up to get it to pitch that way more. So, Mr. Dave here, up here in Alpine, at the beautiful and wonderful Lions, Tigers, and Bears facility. If you ever are in Alpine or in San Diego, come on up. I think you just Google that and find out what is going on. They have special events up here. They have beautiful facilities, beautiful 400 and 500 pound tigers, and they're pretty amazing. It's not a petting zoo, no. It is a place where wild animals get to live out their lives in a most incredible, almost 100-acre area with these beautiful enclosures. They've really spared no expense to make this place a very special place for animals. I think many, if not most, are rescues from around the world, and some of them are sick, and they really could use some donations. If you guys are able, send some money to the Lions and Tigers and Bears, and you can Google that to find out where they're at. So anyways, we're working on this little project, so we're going to figure out a strategy and get her done. So have a nice day. Remember to be thankful and forgiving. You get those two things dialed in, you're going to be a happier person, and happier people make happier decisions and make the world a better place. we really are blessed to be in America, man. It ain't perfect, but boy, that's why people are trying to get in and come to this country. It's still the best hope. A shining city on a hill, as it's been called. So anyway, if you want to learn how we do this stuff, you can go to daverhenderson.com, daverhenderson.com with the triple W in the front. Blogs there and links to my other platforms. And then if you want to get some free PDF